this morning, let me tell you. Shoulders today. Kids are still asleep. Long may it last. Get on the reformers for some rehab exercises. That's the only reformers that we're doing today. You can use a resistance band as well. So reformers, shoulder press, rehab, and then into flies. Oh, and I've got a light and a medium resistance band. So it's pulling me back. I'll move that camera in a second. Okay. Oh, I am so sore today from legs. What did I train yesterday? Yesterday was abs. Abs are alright. It's the day before now. I do need to still adjust the resistance band. Got my arms through. Okay. Up, down, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chest proud. 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna move that bit. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be reverse flies, but obviously I'm next to a wall, so 5, 6. I'm using a pull. 7, 8. Posterior delt. 9, 10, 11, 12. I slept so much better last night. 13. 3 seconds rest. I'm gonna do one more set of that. The better your warm up is, the better quality your main session will be. So nothing to wait on the bar. Got about 10 reps there and 14 reps, I think. That's it again. Needed that coffee this morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm a health and fitness trainer, answering questions as I build muscle. Working on the shoulders today. Goals are to have big shoulders, and I'm moving into a calorie deficit now as well. Oh, big strength. Oh. Let's do that again. 1. Chest proud, core engaged. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Using my shoulder blades. 7. Oh, struggling. So girls croissants made. 1, 2. Whoops, elbows out. 3. Shoulders down. 4. Squeezing the P between the shoulder blades. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so that'll do for that. Not entirely happy with that exercise, but that's fine. Good morning. Hi, Sela. Nice to see you again. Doing shoulders today. So this shoulder workout is for building shoulder muscles. Hello, nice to see you up again. I wish I could put together a plan like you. Do you write it first and follow it along? I do, yeah. But this took years. I know how to work the muscles and what's needed to stimulate and build muscles. Block this wee fanning. That's what my job is, just to program and help. But if there's anything I can help with on my life, what you're struggling with in regards to programming, you need to be able to understand. This wee freak, honestly, right? There's this guy that keeps commenting, and is trying to bring me down with 12 years experience and a shit ton of qualifications. So let me just report this guy. Right, misinformation. What else? unwanted content. I was doing for hate speech. Yeah, it's really weird. It follows me, but it takes time to comment on all my stuff. Put him in timeout. 11 years wrong, what a weirdo. Yeah, that guy's such a freak. Knowing what exercises to do and what order to do them in. Right, and what you're trying to work. So, first, hi Andrew, good morning. I've just got on. So first, let me just get my. Right, I'm doing a shoulder press drop set. Yeah, there is now some weirdos on the internet, by the way. Like another level. Like a guy was obviously like jealous or liked us or whoever that was there. Knows I'll never like give him the time of day. So has decided to follow me on YouTube and comment on my stuff, the most bizarre shit. Um, it's quite funny the extent he's gone to, but yeah. Amazing how people follow to be critical, as I was saying. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Like he's the first person that's like weirded me out. He's obviously like obsessed. My first crazed fan. So drop set's a really good way to get muscle stimulus in, amount of volume. So to build muscle hypertrophy, which is the size of muscle gains, which is what I'm aiming for, and anybody who's trying to build muscle is aiming for. You're going to build strength alongside it, but to build like definition, hypertrophy it's called, you want volume, and the intensity as well will increase as you get fitter. You know, you're making it when Troll's going. Yeah, the stuff he's been saying though is like really weird. And you want to be getting progressive overload. So shoulders, I'm just going to do a drop set. So shoulder press with the tens. So shoulder press is a really good way if you're strapped for time, and obviously there's volume here. So as many as I can with the 10, straight into the 8, straight into the 4s, straight into the 2s. So it's difficult. Let's see. So I got 11 reps last time with the 10. Then I got 7 reps with the 8, then I got 8 reps with the 4, and then the 2s is newly added on. So with that, you need to be able to get personal bests as well, PBs are called, or PRs, some people call them, which means that I know how many reps I got last week. So I'm going to try and beat that by anything this week, which is going to be hard. So I need to try and get the same as or more, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't block that guy though, which is weird. 6, 7, 8. He'll be on again tomorrow. 9, 10. This feels quite easy. 11. So this is my PB. 12. So I know that I'm gaining muscle and strength. Then into 7 reps with here, 7 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to go close to failure or at failure. And I'm trying to beat 8 reps or get the same amount. 1, 2, 3. Elbows leading the movement, back flat, core engaged. 5, open. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on creatine as well, that's why I'm getting so many PBs. And then as many as I can with the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So that was a good drop set there. So I got PB, 8 reps. Then I got 9 reps. And then I got 5. Good morning, Pellet. How are we doing? So yeah, make sure you're marking down your reps so you can do better next week. Morning, guys. I'm answering any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab. I'm a health and fitness trainer, Pilates and yoga teacher. That's my 2-year-old awake. There's nothing wrong with my technique. That's a 2-year-old screaming. There's a lot of egos out there. Is creatine good for you even if you're not working out? Creatine is excellent for the brain health. So we're just resting now. I feel like I'm fit enough to go into another set. If I went in too soon, I wouldn't get the reps that I want and get PBs, which is what I'm after. But creatine's excellent for cognitive decline, memory. It's super cheap as well. And it also squeezes those extra reps out so you can get more PBs. It's not a miracle worker, it's naturally in the body anyway. If you eat meat, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, those are going to get the biggest benefits because they're going to be less saturated in creatine. Well, you give me great ideas, so that's good to hear, Pellet. No, there seems to be like a few haters today. Well, I've got one weirdo that actually subscribes and like comments weird stuff quite whenever he's like on, which I think is just really weird. It says a lot about him, how unhappy he is, and jealous and toxic. But anyway, good morning, guys. Welcome. I'm a health and fitness trainer of 12 years. I specialise in rehab, female fat loss, building muscle. So if you've got any questions, there's a lot of misinformation, as we know on the internet, especially this time of year. If you're menopausal, if you're stopping and starting your fat loss phase and you're not sure why you're stopping and starting, you're not sure why you're overeating, there's reasons for this, you're not broken. So I help you work with yourself. So ask away anything you're struggling with. Thanks, Sula. And if you're looking for fitness and fat loss education and motivation, like and subscribe. Right, so the next set I need to get the same as of the 11, and then I got 7 and 7, and then the final 2 kilograms is a new thing I've added. After creatine, you have to drink extra ounces of water. Not right. You should be You should be drinking water anyway, right? You should be getting about 2 liters a day, right? More if you're exercising in a hot environment. But what creatine does, in order to store it, your body needs water. It's not that you need water to store creatine. So you'll gain a couple of pounds whilst you're saturating your muscles. It's like carbohydrates. In order for your body to store carbohydrates and use it for energy, your body needs between 3 and 6 grams of water for every 1 gram of carbohydrates. Sorry, I messed that up. So it's not that you have to drink water, it just takes the water and for it to get stored. I want to get my aunt a Pilates table reformer. She's been doing Pilates for about 6 months, looking forward to her progress. Does she do reformers? Because it could be a bit alien looking, but reformers is on the rise. That's what we're talking about, guys. Reformers Pilates is on the rise again. It's a bit of a trend just now. But my client just bought one. Well, a partner bought one for Christmas, and it should have been $4,000 down to I think just over $3,000. But he got about $1,000 off it. It's like, oh my god, that's going to be better than the instructors. Right, let's go. Trying to beat 11. 1. If this doesn't last long, this Pilates reformer, I'll just get another one. 5, 6. You can't spend a lot of money on them. 7, 8. I'd probably get it second hand. 9, 10, 11, 12. Feeling strong. Now, if I'd have gone straight into that one, I got that 12 and then trying to beat 7. 1. Deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. That was really tough. That's where you should be going though. 8. If you're just stopping when it starts to burn, you're not going to build muscle long term. 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I've got no more strength. 7. 7. Did a PB there, and then whatever this is a PB. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I'm going to mark my reps down for next week. The studies show between 2 and 3 sets enough to stimulate. More isn't always better. Then I got 8 or 7. I got 4. Proper drops there. My arms are dead. Maybe the comments, I can barely hold them up. Well, that's unreal, £3,000. I mean, it does the same as mine, you know what I mean? I am a little bit worried that it's going to be too big for a studio. It doesn't come clothes off. Maybe. I am taking rest. That was a drop set. Somehow it makes it a bit easier. I love this pain. Morning, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe if you're wanting fitness, motivation, and education. No BS approach as well. And I do have a podcast as well. So if you're struggling with starting and stopping your diet, you don't want to go around in circles and waste 2026. Let me help you bypass your hurdles, your barriers, because I've been there and I've helped a lot of clients. This is my book that I published in November, my logbook. So it has the exercises at a log, like my exercises, what reps and stuff that I did last week. It's got a daily holistic log about 10 minutes about your day, trial and error that you've worked through nutrition, and trial and error through exercise steps and mindfulness, what your food was, and instead of having another app on your phone and then another app that you can just like not use, this obviously physical book, link is in my bio for it, sits on your table or whatever, convenient. And then you have like a weekly check-in where I ask you what habits you brought in last week, how many overeating episodes, how many alcohol units you had, how many strength sessions you're getting over the week, so you can zoom out and take a bigger picture, rather than, because our brain likes to focus on the negatives when it comes to things like that. And more importantly, I teach you how to achieve fat loss sustainably. So I'll teach you about nutrition, what you need to know, your calories, exercise, what kind of exercise you need to do to build muscle, stress and stretching, the importance of both, fat loss, how to actually achieve it, and I don't want to talk about cortisol or hormones and shit like that, because if you lose fat, if you lose weight, your hormones, you'll find, will balance themselves out. You don't need to do anything special. How to achieve lifestyle change. So I wrote this last year. Motivational words and tips, setting goals, visualization, measurements, and a stress and anxiety toolkit. So it's great for mums who are stressed and want to do a bit better, and it gives you that pause. So it's like a holistic health journal that isn't just for fat loss and building muscle and lifestyle change and managing stress, but helps you track your workouts, build your own workouts, and practice gratitude, and just keep moving forward. But link is in my bio for these. I agree, a book is better. Do Kegel exercises actually improve sexual performance? Performance, no. But for the woman to have better orgasms, they can, yes, if they've got issues with the pelvic floor. Do you have a website for that book and your podcast? It's all the links are in my bio on my YouTube. You can go and check them out. So it's Amazon that prints them. Okay, next we're going to Arnold press with the 10 kilograms. We're trying to beat 13 reps, which I was shocked last week because the 13 felt easy to achieve. So we'll see. But if you want to get consistent, I know how to get you consistent, and that's what I talk about in the journal. So if you click on my name and it'll say view channel, I'm not good at these sites. I'm not on YouTube loads. So if you click on my name and you go on view channel, it should come up like my description. But I do have a website as well, DigiCoach PT .co.uk. Okay, so I'm trying to do your 13 Arnold press. So before anyone says, my Arnold press, I like to keep my elbows up. I don't come all the way down because I found it rounds the shoulders and I don't want to exacerbate on something I'm already working on. And I like to feel my rhomboids working hard in stability. So my Arnold press comes from here round, okay? It's a different variation of an Arnold press. It's a Leanne press. That's my name, by the way, for those who've just joined. Right. Hold on. I need at least 13. 2, 3, 4. Close engaged 5. Back flat 6, 7, 8, 9. Feels all right. 10, struggling. 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 reps. Rest, we'll do that again. I do enjoy this workout. The hardest bit is the drop set, in my opinion. When that's done, it gets a bit easier. I'm not, okay, thanks, I'm like, no problem. But yeah, you need to, if you want to get consistent, and yes, you can find your way on your own, but as a trainer, it took me a long time to get there. A lot of people know what to do, but they're not doing it. That's what one of my latest podcasts is talking about. Link is in my bio for my podcast. I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. And there's your personalities, there's traumas, there's your lifestyle, that's a barrier, there's kids. But when you change your mindset to be like, okay, that didn't work, and you get curious about your behaviors, and you need to work through a trial and error process to get the best results, you realize it does take time, but that journal helps you work through the trial and error process to make it a lifestyle change. How long have I been working out for? I've been working out in a gym since I was 22, so I'm 36 now. So a while, but consistently exercising for about 6 years, because I would be stopping and starting, and I'd spend 2 hours in the gym, and yeah. But now I can consistently exercise. Good morning, guys. I think the industry is so full of information, it leaves people confused. But you're so good at explaining things. Thank you. And you know what it is as well? It's very hard when you find the truth to fat loss and getting in the best shape of your life. It's very hard to believe. And I went through that. Trust the process. Once you realise you need to improve your eating habits, put it on repeat, create your own meal plan that is healthy. And you can't just go from like a processed diet to like eating super healthy. You've got to like slowly introduce these foods and start to enjoy them, because I remember having to like trying to force myself to eat a salad. I hate salads. Even now, they're not my favorite thing to eat. But it requires effort, and you've got to be in the the mindset to take on new information. That's what a coach is good for. Helping you trust the process, and giving you accountability. Like, what did you do last week? How were your actions in line with your goals? And a lot of people define a successful week with when they step on the scales, have lost weight, when in reality, the scale weight isn't going to always change in the direction that you want. Your actions for the week or the day define a successful week or a successful day, the actions you've done. So if you would have normally ate after a row but didn't, went for a walk instead, that small change, what seems small, has a massive impact on your goals. It's that kind of thing. So true, yes, and to the point, out things you might not see yourself. Yes, exactly. I mean, like I said, I've been in the industry a long time. I've worked with hundreds of women, and like a lot, we do feel like we're broken, we're the only ones struggling, or I'm somebody who overeats, I'm a perfectionist. These are all things that aren't fixed and that you can change about yourself. So like your brain's malleable. Let's block that freak. Okay, next, need to get another 13 Arnold press. I mean, I wouldn't have stayed in this job this long if fat loss was just about prescribing a plan and then check-ins and helping people through exercise and building programs, right? Because it's boring, and if they stuck to it, because I used to think back then, how come I've done this woman a program and she's just not doing it? What the hell? But when you realise there's a lot of psychology behind it, a lot of mindset, and if you kind of need reprogrammed and brainwashed again too, but you've got to be willing to take that information on, 3, 4, 5, 6, using my muscles to come up and being conscious of that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna have to buy some 12s soon. 14 and rest. 14. And I wanted to say as well, a lot of people think, oh, I've got a coach, I'm going to achieve fat loss. If I don't achieve fat loss, then it's the coach's fault. You can hire a coach, but if you're not open to trying new things, I had somebody a few years back who said to me, see this calorie deficit thing that you keep talking about, that theory, it's not working for me. I'm like, it's not a theory. But that's what I mean. It's really hard for some people to trust the actual truth when it's in the face and the pain to, because they've been brainwashed since being a child that fat loss is complicated and hard to reach, hard to achieve. Yes, there's so much more. We're not just bodies. We all have the other stuff. And as you said, trauma is a big thing, holds people back. Most people have trauma. I don't know if I've met anybody who doesn't have the trauma, and it affects how we respond and what habits we have and how we live our lives. But like I said, don't judge yourself and don't be unkind to yourself. You can't bully yourself into change. Like there's a lot of research that shows that. You need to have compassion. You need to be curious about your actions. That's why the book's really good. Like it encourages a reflection approach where, how did today go? What trial and error did I practice in nutrition? It might be something simple like I added an apple at lunch, and a lot of people would be like, so what's the point? Like, may as well change it a lot more. Well, these small changes compound over time and lead to massive changes in your body, your lifestyle, your mind. It's blocking. Why do folk think I give a fuck about what I look like? It's so weird. I know I look good, and I don't care what you think. How many kgs are those dumbbells? I've got 10s, I've got 8s, I've got 4s, I've got 2s. The ones that I was just lifting were 10s. On the last set, I'll be shoulder pressing 14 kilograms. If you have a friend that is too tired to go to the gym on a day, would you push them to go or let them stay home? No, if you push friends and family, they're going to push back harder. Unfortunately, it's very hard to sit back and watch. You've just got to be there to support them when they are ready. But yeah, in my experience, there's a lot of peer pressure, isn't there? And if a diet worked for somebody, then they push that on everybody else. And fasting is the best thing. When it's their own journey and everybody's different. And I mean, you can just be there for people. It is hard to navigate friends and family. I mean, my mum, for example, I've been in the industry 12 years. Only this year has she started to go to the gym. But I would say only in the last 3 years has she listened, and she's on my DigiCoach Academy, my mum. So the mindset coaching that I've implemented over the last 2 or 3 years, I'd say she's read and she's taken in, and she had a very fixed mindset. I'm just overweight, I'm this kind of person. But now she's learning that she doesn't have to be like that, and you can change anything about yourself. Any kind, like if you've got a personality where you tend to be perfectionist, if all or nothing, if I can't be perfect, what's the point? You can change all of these things. The brain is very malleable. I have been undergoing anger management therapy for 5 years. It really helps. I'm so glad. I'm kinder to myself. That's great. It's hard to look at yourself as well and be like, right, okay, I need help with this. And let's do one more set of that. So I got 9 reps last time. This is 10 kilogram for those that are bothered. 1, 2, 3. Getting my shoulder blades involved. 4, 5. I thought my toddler was going to come up. 6, 7, 8. Successful session today. 10 PB. Right. And then we're doing a bit of sculpting next. 10 reps is a PB. If you are not tracking your reps, what you get for your sets, you will only get so far and you'll stop building muscle, you'll plateau. That's true. Yoga is excellent for working out emotions. I'm not sure how I feel about this trauma therapy, trauma and stress is kept in the body, which when we talk about that, when you're stressed, observe your body, what it does. If you've got a screaming child, you're going to be like that. Your bum cheeks might be squeezed, your lower back might switch on. And long after that child's gone, if it's your child or whatever, if they're like fine and playing away, you in the evening, you've still got that muscle tension that you had on, which can lead to injury, right? So what yoga's great for, and stretching, is to help with sleeping, because your body is in a fight flight when like children are crying or your manager's berating you or whatever. And it's important that you don't hold on to that tension in the body keeps the score. It's an excellent book, by the way. But the body holds on to tension and stress. So if you can stretch these muscles out, you help with sleep. You tell your body, your parasympathetic nervous system, that it's okay, it's nice and safe, we're stretching it out. And if you're using deep breaths along with your stretches, you release that tension that's been built up over the day or over the week. And this is a lot of reason, like a lot of females, a lot of parents, especially if you've got a high pressure job, are stuck in fight flight responses, your sympathetic nervous system, and then unaware, and this is where all the disease comes from. Stress is the biggest killer. I'm going to be doing natural raises in the next set. So I've got upright row, supersetting with lateral raises. So I'm trying to beat. So I've been getting 16 of these. I do need a 12.5 because 16, you can still build muscle with the higher reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As long as you're not going over 30, really. 10. Elbows leading. 11, 12. Good morning, guys. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. PB. Let me put that down. 17. Then trying to beat lateral raises. Got 16 last time. 1, 2. I'm not going higher than shoulder height. 4, because I don't want a tight trap, which can lead to neck pain. 6, 7, and headaches. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. How the hell did I get 16 without stopping? 16, 17. Rest. Write my reps down. 17, Some great questions. I can grind my teeth, yeah, bite my lip. If you grind your teeth, you're going to have strong jaw and tight muscles. You should get a gum shield. I do lateral raises with 25 kilogram dumbbells. Be careful, Cam, with that. You're not meant to go that heavy with lateral raises. Otherwise, you're not isolating here. You're using here to get those 25 kilograms because you're going to be like that to get them up. It becomes a bit of a back workout as well. Men are very common to go too heavy on lateral raises. Yeah, but it should be controlled, leading with the elbow. I see a lot of guys as well with the wrist. Oh, bring it up with the wrist. I don't know what Ratnam's trying to say. I have another go, son. Right, let's go again. Upright row for 13 and lateral raises for 14. I don't need the 8s anymore. Got a pump on. I said 14, didn't I? No, 13. Don't mind lateral raises. Chest proud, shoulders down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll read that comment in a second. 5. Good morning, guys. 6, 7. I'm a health and fitness trainer. 8, 9. My fire's gone out. 10. Answering any questions on exercise, fat loss, rehab, back pain. Specialise in rehab. Shit. I very nearly squished my fucking foot. Life flashed before my foot's eyes. 14 reps. No wonder the kids wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Deep breaths. 7, 8. When you breathe in, expand the ribs as well. 10, 12. Front and back. Rest. I'm going to do that once more. Morning, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe if you're wanting fat loss, education, motivation, fitness. That's what my channel's here for. Well, I don't know what that guy's trying to say here. Let's get blocked. Can you believe that they have been together 34 years? What are you talking about? They are so weird, Sula. If I'm not sure, I'll just block them out. Good morning, guys. I'm a health and fitness trainer, Pilates and yoga teacher, specialised in back pain, rehab, female fat loss, mindset. I'm a mindset coach as well. So if you've got any questions where you keep stopping and starting, you've got any questions about like why you're stopping and starting, you're not sure, you're struggling with overeating on a regular basis, you keep practicing bad habits, and let's get into it. Let's talk about it. See, it's very. You've got to be careful with how. Hi J1. You've got to be careful how you speak to yourself. Like, do you have to go to the gym? No, you get to go to the gym. And when you change your mind frame, then that's when the awesome results happen. So someone said there, do you still go to the gym or are you just working out at home? So unfortunately, I don't get to go to the gym as much. I go live on my YouTube to motivate and show you that you can build a good amount of muscle from home as long as you've got some dumbbells with a medium to heavy weight. Obviously, a gym environment's great for building muscle because you're able to do stuff like leg extension, leg curl. They've got better equipment there. However, you can still build a decent amount of muscle. It's stimulus at the end of the day. So, and did I show you my new machine? So if you think you're strong and that you are not missing any parts of your body, think again. Go on a few Pilates reformer classes. What would you need? I just started with 2 kilogram. Two. It was either 7.5 kilogram dumbbells or 2 8s. They were my uncle's weights. You know, the twisty ones. That's what I started with. Resistance bands are really decent for rehab. Trying to beat 12 reps. Shoulders down, chest proud. 1, 3, 4. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. 5. If you want to be motivated, educated, and all things health and fitness. 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 may go away. 14. Write that down. PB. And then trying to get 12 at least. We don't go backwards. 1, 3. It's a really decent workout for shoulders. 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. Rest. 13. Writing it down because you're not going to remember your reps. Right, we've got some reverse flies next, bicep curls, and then frontal raises. This is a shoulder workout, however, because we're doing undergrip frontal raises that stimulate the bicep, whilst we're here, and if you want to build the bicep, you need to hit it or stimulate it 2 or 3 times a week. This is my stimulation. Now, I drink water in the morning before I caffeinate. I actually don't just drink coffee straight away, thank you. Isn't it a game changer? I used to think like you should always hydrate before you caffeinate, right? That's the saying. But when you start actually trying that out, which you've got to be in the mood to try, right? You realise that you don't actually need that first coffee because you've got cortisol, the stress hormone, to get you up, which is a good thing. And it peaks around like half an hour after you've woken up. So if you're having your coffee before then, you're not getting the benefit of that natural hormone, you're not noticing it. What are your workout splits nowadays? So I'm doing 2 abs at the moment. One ab workout is like core stability focused to build on the strength. Anyway, 2 abs, 2 legs. One of the legs is with HIIT training usually, and the other, which is like quad, like building muscle as well as fitness. The other leg workout has rehab involved for the pelvis because I've been pregnant twice, and I do chest and back workout 6 days a week. Was that 6 I gave you there? Right. Let's go. Reverse flies with a 4 kilogram. Put all my weights away. I actually thought I was finished. So hips back. Make sure you're not bending like that. Okay. Hips back, chest proud. Squeezing the P between the shoulder blades. 3, 4, 5. Neck back. 6. Cores engaged. 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So new exercise added there. Bicep curls with the 8s. Trying to beat, I like to go with bicep curls first. 12. All the way up, all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. Whew. That was definitely a failure. 13. Marking it down as you forget. PB. Then 14. Front raise. 14. 1, 2, 3. Knackered. 4, 5, 6. Front shoulder as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. Nearly there. 11, 12, 13, 14. My forearms are on fire. Didn't get a PB there, but that's okay. 14 reps, rest. We do it once more. And there's last couple of exercises left. Good morning, guys. Oh, my shoulders. Are you going to do triceps too later? Triceps pretty hard for me. No, but I do have an awesome tricep workout. Thing with triceps is I like a lot of volume, like a lot of variation. You've got three heads, three muscles in the triceps. So you need to do a variety. So a few exercises for you. A lot of people do these ones. I hate these ones, but anyway, keep the elbows in so you're isolating the triceps. As soon as your elbows start to go out, you're not using your triceps as much, okay? Then you've got kickbacks. So you're on a bench. But make sure you don't go too heavy. It's not a bicep curl. So you're staying here, straightening your arm. High reps. Skull crushers. You can change the variety of the grip. Tricep dips off the bench are really effective as well. Those are my 4 favorite tricep exercises. But in order to build the triceps, you need volume, just like with building any kind of muscle. I've got a pump on my shoulder. Good morning, guys. I'm going to do that set again. Reverse flies. I'm looking forward to my breakfast this morning. Fasted since 3 o'clock yesterday. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I left some reps in reserve there just because it's a new set. 12 reps. Trying to beat more than 11 bicep curls. 11. All the way up, all the way down. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. Oh, 11. Didn't get a PB there. Could see me struggling. 14 front raise. Again, I don't think I'll be getting a PB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Shoulders back and down. 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 2. 13. Oh, 14. Wow. 14. Right, then we've got the 2 kilograms isometric holds. I've been such a good session. Alexa, what time is it? 6:45. Okay, Dan's still up. Morning, guys, welcome. So this is like day 7 or something, a calorie deficit for fat loss. So through last couple of months, 2 or 3 months, I've been prioritizing building muscle in a calorie surplus. How much protein I eat between, as long as you're getting at least 100 grams, you're fine for building muscle, by the way. But if you really want to saturate building muscle, you want to get as high as you can, really, like 2.2, 2.4 grams per kilogram of body weight. So you can convert that yourself, of lean mass, sorry. So I'm hitting on like not great days 100 grams, on great days about 150 grams. I need to get more consistent with that, but just to saturate, because protein synthesis is stimulated through eating protein and through exercise, strength training. Could you use your app at home? What equipment would they need? Whatever you've got, there's substitutes as well. There's 3 little dots on the app where, so if you like, as long as you've got dumbbells, light and medium, you can have a great workout. But yeah, there's you've got to have that frame of mind where, right, I can't do skull crushers on the bench because I don't have a bench. Okay, what would I could do it from the floor rather than I've not got a bench, so I can't do that, so I'm not going to do it. You know, that kind of mindset. There's where there's a will, there's a way. But yeah, there's lots of variety and variations. Like if you've not got a bench, you can use a chair for tricep dips, for example. My husband, no, I've not got a husband. Scott though, he's into fitness. He's not trained in a bit. He's getting slowly back into it now. Is he into fitness? He's not heavily into fitness like I am. Moderate, I would say. I would like him to be heavily into fitness. Right. Isometric holds. I'm trying to beat 40 seconds. Let's use a timer. 40 seconds. Let's go. I'm going to hold this. So elbows up. Cores engaged. Deep breaths. Shoulders back and down. 10 seconds in. Need to survive for 40 seconds. Deep breaths. Can do 40 seconds. I'm shaking a little bit. That's good. It's a good sign that it's working. It's 25 seconds in. Breathe. 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds or more. 5, 4, 3, 2. PB. 2-second PB. Rest. We do that again, and then we're going to finish the session on a heavy shoulder press with the 14. So I'm going to do that shoulder press, lateral raise, hold again once more, and then into the final countdown. But yeah, my app, it's adaptable. What equipment do you have, Sula? I mean, your fundamental exercises for building muscle: push-ups, squats, shoulder press, bicep curls, tricep dips, lateral raises, different like walking lunges, pull squats, wall sits. These are the exercises that you need. And my app has, I think I've got about 15 different workouts. Missed your question. Oh, I asked what what equipment you have at home. Yeah. But a lot of people think that they need all of this. I didn't start with all of this. Dumbbells are pretty expensive in my areas. Studies show if you get between 5 reps to 30 reps, you can build muscle. Any more than that, the stimulus is hardly anything. So if you've just got whatever dumbbells that you've got, as long as they're not too heavy that it's going to sacrifice your technique. Let's go. What am I trying to beat? 35 seconds. Deep breaths. Standing tall. I have dumbbell bands, 2 plates, but no bar for them. I have a step thingy. You've got plenty of equipment. Well, how heavy are your dumbbells? That's 30 seconds. 35, 6, 37, 38. PB. Right, last exercise, 14 kilogram shoulder press, which is heavy for me. 37 seconds. PB. I've been getting 5 reps with these bad boys. So after all of that, with the PBs I've had, I'd be happy with just getting the same amount. 2 kilograms. So great for upper body work. But if you've not consistently strength trained before and you're trying to build muscle, you would be absolutely fine with body weight. You build muscle with body weight exercises like jump squats, walking lunges. I'm not talking about like hundreds of jump squats because you're not going to enjoy them if you've not got the fitness. But like pulse squats and with your 2 kilogram dumbbells, squat thrusters, that kind of stuff. Just doing like whatever you can feel comfortable with, and then next week you're trying to get an extra rep. And you're not just building fitness, but you're also building confidence that you can be consistent. Milk jugs filled with water. Yeah, it's a good one, eh? I tell you, dumbbells and exercise equipment were really expensive during COVID, wasn't it? I wish I lived nearby. I could give you some. I've actually given clients quite a bit of equipment in the past. Clients have got 2 4s and 2 2s. I've given Fitbit away. I've given a weighted vest away. Well, actually, I didn't give that away. I just didn't get it back. You learn. Right, trying to beat more than 5 or more. Okay, at least 5 we need. These are 14 kilograms. My quads, by the way, are killing me from the other day. 1, 2, shaky. 3, 4, 5, 6. Happy with that. 6 reps. Final set after this. Let's do a few stretches. Good morning, guys. Morning. Welcome to my live. I'm a health and fitness trainer, answering questions as I exercise. Cheeky wee day off today. So I might go to the sauna and steam room, do some swimming. Still when I get a load of snow here. My name's Leanne. I'd love a like and subscribe, building my channel. I'm here to help answer any questions on exercise, nutrition, back pain, rehab, consistency, mindset, overeating, supplements as well, what supplements you need, or the lack of, should I say, what you don't need. Remember, supplements are to supplement your lifestyle. My shoulder press PR nowadays is 15 kilograms for 9 reps. So I've got 17.5s there. I think my PB for those is 2. Probably more now. Not tried it. Do want to try it. I'm building my 15 kilogram though at the moment. So yours is, wait, no, those are 14. 14. I do need a 12 though. Right, let's see if I can get more than 5. Let's finish on a high. I'm already on a high. 1, 2, 3, take your time. 4, 5, yes. 6. Very happy with that. See, the thing to get most consistent with exercise is trying to beat your previous self. That is what got me to the gym consistently, because the days that you're not motivated at all, I'd turn up to the gym and I'd be like, oh, I can't be bothered doing this session. Well, I'll just go in and do a few squats or a few shoulder press, whatever the workout was. I feel sick. I've disrupted my nervous system. And then action creates motivation to go longer and do more. And when you learn how to work with yourself, you'll get consistent. So last time when I did this workout, I got 12 PBs. So let's see how many I got this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Yeah, 7 there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's decent. Estrogen must be rising. Let's stretch off. I need to add more volume, I think. Not just yet, but volume's good for building muscle. So I'm going to put my protein bread in. Have my avocado, cream cheese and pomegranate on top of the protein bread. Have a boiled egg next to it for protein. And have a side of blueberries and raspberries. And I've got meal prep sorted for yogurt with chia seeds, honeydew melon. See, this is the effort it takes to lose fat. It's a bit of meal prep. I'm not talking about prep every meal because I couldn't do that. I hate that. No problem, Sula. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for jumping on. Right, guys. Love you so much.